Yeah, Manchester United have agreed a new long-term deal, a reward for his fine form.
Look, I think these big breaks in between matches probably in some ways are good for Michael Carrick. He gets lots of time on the pitch, on the training pitch with the players, but on the other hand, you don't get a chance to obviously get back at it, particularly after a defeat, but also to build some rhythm. So I imagine it's a little bit of a double-edged sword for him at the moment, but he'll want to see a performance, I think. Obviously the victory is so important, who they're playing against today. It's going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be end-to-end. I think there'll be goals. But I do think that performance matters, and I think that Michael will have known that over those preceding weeks of the Newcastle game, performances just weren't quite right, and eventually you can get caught out. So I think he'll want a good performance today and a good result. But I do think it's difficult sometimes when you haven't got a game sort of, if you like, within a sort of quick amount of time, because you're trying to manage players sort of up and downs during a long period off.
I think sometimes we can get so hyper-fixated on it. To think Michael Carrick and Manchester United have clawed back 11 points to Aston Villa from the start of his reign back at the club. I mean, that is mightily impressive, isn't it?
Oh, it's incredible. The position that United find themselves in from where they were pre-Christmas is a miracle, really. We went through that period, that 2-month period together, didn't we? It felt like we were coming here every single week, and it was a real struggle. But there's a light now that shines on Old Trafford. Michael Carrick's brought that sort of relaxed atmosphere back. He's got good composure. He's got a good way with dealing with the media. The results have come. The performances in the first part of his reign were absolutely sensational. Honestly, I think when we saw those performances against the likes of Tottenham, Arsenal and City, I thought that was some of the best performances I've seen here in the last 10 years. Since then, it's been more of a sort of not being at the best, not being at that level, but getting over the line and getting results.
A massive day today, a massive game. You've had a bit of time to prepare for this game as well, so how much has that time helped?
Yeah, of course, it's been a good help. We had a good week of work, good trainings, and yeah, we have to be ready today.
Been here a lot longer than probably what we have, to be honest, in a really good way. I think there's been obviously some good games, some good results, some good work on the training ground, and the players have been kind of embracing what we're trying to, in the direction that we're trying to take them. You know, so it's been a really obviously enjoyable start. But I think this has given us a time, not so much for me and coach, but for the players a little bit. I think when you're coming through change, psychologically, emotionally, it can be quite challenging. You know, and the boys have been kind of right at it in terms of investing everything in. So it's came at a good time to have a bit of a deep breath, take it in, like you said, and kind of get ready for the next challenges.
But when you say it feels like you've been here a lot longer, is that because you're just comfortable? Are you comfortable in this environment?
I'm happy to be here, yeah, for sure. I think it's a great place to be, you know, and for me, it's I've been here for so long that kind of. I know it so well. So from that side of things, it's felt pretty normal and in a really good way. And never take it for granted in terms of normal that it lasts forever, but certainly in terms of how we go about it, how we feel the work, working with the players, and the feeling of just being here back at Manchester United is pretty special.